Great. So second graders, I'm going to teach you today about one of our math centers. In math, we will have 4 centers. And it spells out math, M-A-T-H. And one of the centers, the A center, because it's at your desk, you will be working on a number scroll. Now, what is a number scroll? Well, a number scroll or a scroll is something that has a lot of paper on it. Kind of like a toilet paper tube or a paper towel tube. That could be a scroll. Now, we are going to make a scroll out of this paper towel tube. And in the inside, I know you can't see this very well, but in the inside I have a sticker in here. And it says Tyson's name. So you will each have your own tube, because I can't put it on the outside because guess what? The papers would cover up your name. So I kind of have to hide it on the inside. So you'll have to look at either end for your name. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to try to make this number scroll be 10 pages long. And when it's 10 pages long, it's like from up here down to the floor. And when you get all 10 pages on here,
you can just roll it back up.
You can roll it back up. That means you have wrote to 1,000. Brooklyn?
My sister has one of those.
She
doesn't let me touch it.
Brooklyn's sister made one last year, and she won't let you touch it because it's pretty cool. And so every year, I do this with my second graders because it is a standard or a skill that we need to learn how to write our numbers to 1,000. So we do it this way because it's kind of fun. And once you get to 1,000, you get a certificate and a little prize to go with it. So you want to try to make it to 1,000. Now, you're not going to make it to 1,000 today or tomorrow or next week. It might take you until like January or February to get to 1,000. Because we will slowly work on this at our math center. And we'll go to our centers every day, but you'll rotate each day to a different one. Kinsley.
One time I wrote 1,000 and ABCs in one day.
You did? Wow, you might be a pro at this then. Corla.
Are we going to do it today?
We are going to kind of start it today, okay? So, what you're going to get is you are going to get a packet. And on this packet, I'm going to show you up here, this first page of your number scroll goes to 100. So these will be all your numbers to 100. This next page is to 200. I keep forgetting I have that on. 300, 400, and it goes all the way to 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. And that is 10 pages. So when you get this whole packet done, you have made it to 1,000. Okay? Now, you will write your numbers, and let's say Mrs. Murphy writes her numbers and I get to 100. I'm going to stop, and I have to have a teacher check it. Because sometimes I might make a mistake and I might have to fix the number. So before you go on to the next page, you have to check it. And I will put a star on it. So let's say Mrs. Murphy, let's just pretend. Let's say I get this page all done. And I go have Mrs. Murphy check it and I'll look at it. I'm going to say, yes, you did a great job. You got it to 100. You wrote your numbers to 100. They're all correct. I will put a star on it, and then you get to rip it off. See how I rip that off? I keep my packet here, but I rip it off, and then I get to glue it on here. And tomorrow, I'll show you how we're going to glue it, because there's a special way to glue it, okay? And the first one is very special because it's different than the rest of them. So, I will show you tomorrow how you get to glue these on, okay? then this would be your first one, and then you glue the next one on, and you keep gluing them on as you get them done, and you have to get them checked, okay? Brooklyn.
How long did it take my sister to do it?
I think it took Marley maybe till November or December. She got it done pretty quickly. Yeah, she was pretty fast. And some of you will be faster, and some of you will be slower. It's okay. That's why at the center, we get to work at your own pace. So how fast you go is how fast your number scroll will work, okay? Addie.
Can some people help you? Like if you can go to their desk?
If you're at that center, there might be a couple of you at that center and you can work together. Yeah? Okay, Brooklyn.
I think she just wanted to get it done just a little bit because I saw like some mistakes. I can see it on the pages. I think she just wanted to get it fast and she had it and she just wanted to get it done.
And get it done. She could have. And hurry.
And I want to get it slow.
And some of you guys, you might do your numbers. This happens backwards. What's wrong with that 3?
It's backwards.
It's backwards. So sometimes Mrs. Murphy won't make you fix all your backwards numbers because I know second graders still sometimes flip your numbers backwards. So maybe that's what she did, was she just made them backwards. Okay, Ellie?
Can I move up there because I can't really see?
Sure. So, in a minute, the first thing you're going to do, second graders, and we did this last year and it worked perfect, is we are going to put our name. See where it says this line and it has apostrophe S, and then you can barely see it, but it says number scroll. This is where your name's going to go. So on the very top of your paper, you're going to write your name. I will write Mrs. Murphy's.
If your name's too long.
It won't be. I think it's long enough.
If I'm
Mrs. Murphy's number scroll. Now, the first thing at my desk is I'm going to write my name on every single page of this packet. Because one year, I only had the kids write it on the top of the packet, and then they would rip off their page, and they would glue it onto here, and then they would keep going, and guess what they forget to do?
Write their name.
Write their name. And then we had all these packets mixed up, and it was a mess. So last year, my second graders wrote their name on every single page the very first day, and guess what? We never had any problems. It was like amazing. So that is the first thing you're going to do. When you go back to your desk with your packet, you're going to write your name on every single page at the top. And then when you're done, do you guys want to start these for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, how about we work on them for 5 minutes?
And
So,
then can we take off a mask?
and I'll let you have a math break while we work on this. Just a second.
No.
So, as we work on this on your desk, I will give you a mask break. So you can take off your mask. As long as you're focused and working, you can have a mask break, and I'll turn on the focus music too. And watch Mrs. Murphy. I'm going to go 1. I'm going to start with 1. Don't start with 0. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then some of my second graders realize that this going down is by tens. So I could go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, oh, that was not 50, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and you don't even have to write that one. And then you could go to the next row, because I got to 10. This would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then you could keep going. Some of my second graders saw the pattern, and they would go, "Hey, Mrs. Murphy, look, you guys see the pattern?
Mhm.
These are all threes going down.
I knew that. You can copy the number.
Yeah.
Just copy the number on the side.
And these are all
No
fours.
And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So,
7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll finish this row and then I'll stop. But my second graders last year were able to see that there was a pattern in the ones place. Okay? And there's actually a pattern up here because these are all ones in the tens place, and then these would be all twos going across in the tens place too. So they were able to see the pattern. So I don't care how you write your numbers to 100 today. If you see a pattern and want to do it your way, or if you just want to write them like we normally do in order, that is fine too. All right. You will not keep these in your desk. Okay? When we work on them at our centers, you will keep them in this basket, and your number scroll in the basket. So both your packet and your number scroll will be in the basket. Do you have any questions about sorting your number scroll? Addie?
There's not like about the number score, but are we going to use our glue sticks?
We will, yes. So when we do this gluing on this packet, we're going to use a stick and not our liquid glue. Okay? Good question. Person.